Greetings, Professor. Today, in this presentation, we would like to introduce you the Fishbone diagram, which is a powerful visual tool that helps us to determine the potential cause of a problem or effect occurring. The Fishbone diagram, which is also known as Ishikawa diagram or cause and effective diagram, which was introduced by Kaoru Ishikawa, a Japanese quality control expert in the year 1960, which is used to determine the potential root cause of the problem occurred. Coming on to the structure of the Fishbone diagram, which is just as similar to the structure of a fish skeleton, which have head, tail, spines, and the bones. The head of the fishbone diagram indicates what the actual problem is, and the ribs and the bone indicates the actual root causes. The primary goal of the fishbone diagram is to foster brainstorming and analyze by visual grouping the numerous potential contributing components. Teams can create better solution to the problem and solve it from happening it again by identifying the root causes. Before drawing the fishbone diagram, certain steps have to be considered, which will be explained by Clifford. Thank you.
So the major considerations which should be taken while drawing a fishbone diagram include the first one is the stating the problem. So it is the most important step which should be considered while drawing a fishbone diagram because uh, the rest of the probable causes are listed according to the problem. So when we move on to the second step, we create primary subdivisions, which typically include the categories which we call as 6Ms, which include manpower, machinery, methods, materials, measurements, and Mother Nature. While further subcategorizing these 6Ms, which form the part of the ribs of the fishbone diagram, we can subcategorize the above 6Ms into the further individual root causes of each category. Then we examine each cause in detail and determine its importance to the issue. So you could support your analysis with statistics and other supporting information. Additionally, you may also include similar causes in the same category. Once we find a root cause, which is the fundamental cause of the issue, we can continue to explore the contributing elements or subcauses. So we would like to explain the fishbone diagram with the help of an example, which would be done by Ranjit. Thank you.
Okay, let's see an example to find the root causes of a problem. Let's take a scenario of a manufacturing company which is facing a significant increase in product defects. What could be the potential reason behind it? As we've seen in the previous slide, it could be the reason of that 6Ms. Let's see each and every factors one by one. So the first category is people. Which is called the employees of the company. So what are all the factors comes under people? There could be production employees not adequately trained or unknowledgeable about quality standards as well. And the next factor is equipment. So there could be a lack of routine machine calibration, or the machines displaying wear and tear could be one of the reason to the defective products. So the next one is materials. The company could have resourced some poor raw quality materials, or the lack of quality standards from suppliers also could be a reason behind it. So the next one is process. So the steps in quality control are not regularly followed, could be one of the reason, or the equipment maintenance issues. Also, it is not a comprehensive enough inspection process. That is, the audit and the inspection process was not properly maintained in the factory. And when it comes to environment, the product quality is impacted by poor working conditions, such as some room temperature issues, or the product areas varying temperature and humidity as well. And when it comes to management, the management comes finally. So quality control is not prioritized there, because the management should prioritize its quality control. or adequate funding for quality improvement, because if there is no fund for the quality improvement, then automatically the machines, I mean, the products will be defective, or that these are the reasons. I mean, these are not the reasons, these are all the factors could affect the product quality. So this is this is the example we would like to explain. And thank you so much for the wonderful opportunity.